Once upon a time, in a village nestled between green hills and full of colorful wildflowers, there lived a little boy named Rian. Now, Rian was a whirlwind of energy from the moment he could walk. He never stayed still. He would run in circles, talk to trees, take apart his toys just to see how they worked, and ask so many questions that no adult could ever fully answer. In fact, people in his village didn't quite know what to do with him. They would say he's too much, meaning he was too loud, too quick, too forgetful, too different. At school, his teachers grew frustrated. He never finished his worksheets, forgot his lunch. He talked during quiet time. And while other children sometimes avoided him, not out of cruelty, but because they were confused by him, Rian wasn't trying to be difficult. You see, Rian had a heart as big as the sun. He loved all living things in the world around him. He once stopped an entire cricket match to rescue a butterfly trapped in a bottle. He'd share his pencils, crayons, even if it meant having none left for himself. And he once built a tiny house for ants, using matchsticks and leaves, just because he thought they deserved one too. Still, no one really saw him. No one understood him, except his mother, who told him, "You are as limitless as the sky, my little star. Don't let anyone dim your light." But young boys will be boys, and Rian's light sometimes shone too brightly for the world to handle. But one day, a quiet old gardener named Mr. Kabir moved into the house near the edge of the village. People said he was a bit of a wizard because his garden was full of twisting vines, towering sunflowers, and strange silver-blue plants that glowed at night. Rian was naturally curious. He visited Mr. Kabir's garden often, asking 1,000 questions, sometimes touching too much, sometimes spilling water or digging in the wrong spot. But Mr. Kabir never scolded him. Instead, one day he handed Rian a small wooden sign with his name on it and said, "This garden needs a star like you." From then on, Rian helped in the garden every evening. He was given wild seeds no one else dared to plant. He painted pots, made up stories about the flowers, and discovered that when he was surrounded by growing, moving, living things, he could focus. He was free. Over time, the village children began to visit the garden too, drawn by its magic and the promise of adventure. And it was Rian who guided them. He taught them which plants close at night, and which ones sing in the wind. His energy no longer confused others, it inspired them. People in the village began to understand that Rian wasn't too much, was simply full of wonder and curiosity. They started to appreciate his unique way of seeing the world. Years later, that same wild, magical garden became a learning center where children who didn't fit the mold of a typical student could learn and grow, and Rian, he became its youngest guide, helping others discover the magic in the everyday. The boy who once couldn't sit still was now helping others bloom in their own way. As for Mr. Kabir, he was known throughout the land as the Wizard of Willow Creek. It's not just because of his incredible garden, but because he'd shown everyone that a different kind of magic lived within. Rian, moral of the story: every child has a garden inside them. Some just need a different kind of sunlight to grow. This is a tale as old as time, reminding us that those who appear different or struggle to fit in often have unique gifts to share with the world. It's a story about understanding, patience, and most importantly, celebrating the limitless potential that lies within each one of us. Just like Rian, we all have our own gardens to nurture and ways of thinking that might not always fit into a conventional world. It's up to us to find the right kind of sunlight that helps these gardens bloom. So whenever you meet a child who seems a bit different, a bit too much, or just not quite fitting in, remember, they might be trying to tell you that they're full of endless possibilities. All they need is a little love, a lot of patience, and someone who can help them water their unique talents. After all, the world needs all kinds of gardeners to tend to its garden. And who knows, maybe one of them is sitting right next to you, waiting for the chance to show the world what they can do.